Well, this morning on Wallet Wednesday, we're digging into debt. A local nonprofit is helping people shed some financial burden through a unique approach.
The organization is called Money Management International, and they help relieve a woman in Damascus, Oregon, of more than $40,000 in debt. Joining us live to tell us how they did it is financial educator Thomas Nitschke. He's joined by client and Damascus native Holly Dolan. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, first of all, tell us about the work of your nonprofit. What does it do?
Sure. So Money Management International is a national nonprofit, and our vision is to make life affordable for everyone. And we do that through a number of ways, through financial counseling and education. Last year, we served about 53,000 people and helped them repay about $250 million in debt through our debt management program, which is the program that Holly went through. On average, the debt management program reduces interest rates to around 7% and helps people get out of debt within about 4 years. So it's a really powerful way that most people don't know about. It's been around almost as long as credit cards themselves. We have about a 60-year legacy. And in the area, we were formerly known as Consumer Credit Counseling Services of Portland. So folks might remember us that way.
Okay, so Holly, tell us a little bit about your experience going through this program. What did you learn going through it, and how does it feel now to be, $40,000 out of debt?
I'll start with that one part first. It feels awesome. It's amazing to not be continually worrying about, not just making payments, but can I make a little more than the minimum payment? It was very easy for me to do. Actually, I was up in Canada with my husband and my family for my husband's job. And so this was actually done over the phone, by email, mail, nothing. I thought, did I have to travel to Portland to do this? And everything was done electronically or over the phone. And they just made it so easy. And the website is great. And so it took a lot of weight off my shoulders and a lot of stress off because it was so simple.
Yeah, it sounds like a great program. As soon as you said, Thomas, Consumer Credit Counseling Services, I knew exactly what the organization was. Why did you change the name? And does this encompass more services, or was it just a branding change?
Right. So over the years, we've had many mergers, about 20 mergers over the last 20 years. And the reason for that is because a long time ago, people used to go into offices, like Holly mentioned, she was able to do it from Canada. The reason for that is because we now have the technology and the capacity to help people completely online at moneymanagement.org with support by chat and by phone. So people no longer have to go in and face somebody. We know that's scary for people to do many times because there is so much stigma around credit card debt specifically. They're able to go online, do it completely anonymously, and it's completely secure. So they can start the process online, never actually have to see somebody face to face, never even have to talk to somebody if they don't choose to do so. But they're able to start that process with the debt analysis online at moneymanagement.org. So the mergers really enabled us to really embrace technology over the last 20 years and move these services online and by phone completely.
Yeah, well, Thomas, you make a good point that, there can be some stigma here. It is a tough thing sometimes for people to seek out help about. So I do want to give Holly some props. I mean, thank you for coming on the show and sharing your experience. I know that this can be a difficult conversation for people to have, even though it affects so many Americans. Holly, what's your message for anyone who is feeling overburdened by debt? Why would they want to consider taking these steps?
Start now, because it's only going to get not worse, but it's never going to get better unless you actually start the conversation. You may not move forward. You may decide this is not the way you want to go, but if you have to start. And if you start now, you're going to be that much further ahead. I wish I had started this 10 years ago instead of 4 years ago.
Yeah, Thomas, tell us how people who are in this situation and need your services can get in touch with you.
Absolutely. So the easiest way is online at moneymanagement.org. Folks can obviously also call in from there if they prefer to have that one-on-one relationship with one of our certified counselors. The average tenure here is about 10 years. So we have a lot of experienced folks. Some of us have even been through the program ourselves before. So we express a lot of empathy to our clients. There's never any judgment. And, I'd like to reiterate what Holly said, which is that the thing we hear the most is that I don't know why I was so afraid to call. I don't know why I waited so long. So I would really encourage folks to make that first step, educate yourself, find out what your options are, even if it's ultimately not to go through the program that Holly went through, it's important to know what your options are. And we can also help people through a number of other ways to help reduce expenses and make life more affordable. We're a HUD-approved housing counseling agency. We help people navigate student loans. We have a number of other programs that we can help with beyond credit card debt if that's not your primary issue. But we encourage people to reach out and find out what their options are, because knowledge is power.
Yeah, having those certified counselors to just help put a roadmap in place and get some answers and feel like there is a path forward. That's huge. Well, Thomas and Holly, thank you both for your time. A great conversation that's important to have. Appreciate you talking with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
And of course, if you want to learn more about their debt solutions and how you could get help, visit the website moneymanagement.org for more information.